Chapter 8, How the Land Becomes Sacred. Question answers from grade 7, subject Social Science. The big questions. Question 1, What is sacredness? Answer. Sacredness means something that is considered holy, pure, and worthy of great respect. It can be a place, object, river, mountain, or anything that is connected to divine power or religious belief. People worship or honor such things and consider them very special in their culture or religion. Question 2, How does the land become sacred? Answer. Land becomes sacred when people associate it with religious stories, gods, saints, or spiritual events. For example, a place where a god is believed to have appeared or where a saint lived or meditated becomes holy. Over time, these places become important for worship and pilgrimage. Temples, rivers, and mountains become sacred due to these connections. Question 3, How do sacred sites and pilgrimage networks connect with the life and culture of the people? Answer. Sacred sites and pilgrimage routes influence the daily lives, festivals, food, music, and art of people. They bring people from different parts of the country together, spreading ideas, culture, and traditions. These places create a shared identity among people and make them feel part of a larger community. Question 4, What role did sacred geography play in the cultural integration of the Indian subcontinent? Answer. Sacred geography helped connect people across religions by linking them through pilgrimages, common gods, and holy places. For example, people from North and South India traveled to each other's sacred places, which helped share languages, traditions, and religious practices. This created unity and cultural bonding in the Indian subcontinent. Let's explore page 168. Do any of the pictures look familiar to you? Can you name similar places found in your neighborhood? So friends, these are the pictures. Answer yes. The pictures of temples, mosques, churches and gurudwaras look familiar to me. In my neighborhood, we have a Shiv temple, a Jama Masjid and a small church. These places are visited regularly by people for prayers and festivals. They are important to the local community and are also used as centers for social gatherings and celebrations. Just like the sacred sites shown in the pictures, these places in my area are respected by everyone and add to the cultural richness of our society. Let's explore page 171. Read the excerpt. What are your observations? Locate the route the group must have taken from Rameshwaram to Haridwar. Why do you think the group was going straight to Haridwar instead of stopping at Delhi? So friends, here's an excerpt from the writings of Dharmapal, a historian and thinker. So friends, you can pause the video and read it. Now let's see the answer. Observations from Dharampal's excerpt. The group travelled a long distance from Lucknow to Rameshwaram and were now going to Haridwar. They were carrying their own food items, showing they were prepared for a long journey. They didn't want to stop at Delhi, showing their devotion and strict pilgrimage plans. Route they must have taken from Lucknow to Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, then from Rameshwaram to Delhi just to change trains, from Delhi to Haridwar, Uttarakhand. They probably chose to go straight to Haridwar instead of stopping in Delhi because they wanted to complete their spiritual journey without delay. Haridwar is also a sacred place and part of their pilgrimage. Next, in ancient times, when people were traveling from Madurai in Tamil Nadu to Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh, what languages would they come across? How would they communicate with people in those places? Where would they stay? What food would they eat? Answer. Languages and communication from Madurai to Varanasi. They would come across languages like Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, Hindi, and Awadhi. People communicated using common words, sign language, or help from fellow pilgrims. They stayed at dharamshalas, temples, or pilgrim rest houses. They ate simple vegetarian food like rice, chapati, dal, etc., which was easy to carry or cook. Let's explore page 173. Note the locations of the Char Dham. What do you think it implied for the people when they traveled north, south, and east, west? Answer. Locations of the Char Dham: Badrinath north, Dwarka west, Puri east, Rameshwaram south. What it implied for the people traveling to these places meant crossing the entire country. It helped people from different cultures and languages connect. It created unity among diverse regions and gave people a sense of belonging to a larger sacred geography of India. Let's explore page 174. Can you identify the names of a few traditional tirthas given in the map above? You can refer to the political map at the end of the book for help. Answer. So friends, this is the political map given at the end of the book. Yes, a few traditional tirthas, sacred pilgrimage sites marked on the map include: first, Varanasi, Kashi, Uttar Pradesh; second, Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu; third, Dwarka, Gujarat; fourth, Puri, Odisha; fifth, Badrinath, Uttarakhand; sixth, Haridwar, Uttarakhand; seventh, Mathura, Uttar Pradesh; eighth, Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu; ninth, Nasik, Maharashtra; 10th, Amarnath, Jammu and Kashmir. These tirthas are spread across the Indian subcontinent and represent sacred places associated with deities, legends, saints, and religious practices. They have historically played a key role in religious travel, cultural exchange, and social unity. So, friends, I have already marked the states. You can note it down. Now, let's move forward. Don't miss out page 176. An estimated 660 million people participated in the Kumbh Mela of 2025. What proportion of the population of India is this? Answer. India's current population is approximately 1.4 billion. 660 million is nearly 47% of India's population. This shows how important such religious events are for Indians and how many people are involved in these spiritual gatherings. Think about it. Page 177. How do you think these sacred places are connected with the people's economic lives and activities? Draw a mind map to trace these connections. Answer. Sacred places, tourism and pilgrimage, hotels, restaurants, transport earn money, handicrafts and prasad shops, local artisans and sellers earn, guides and workers, people employed as tour guides, priests, caretakers, festivals and melas, boost in local economy, donations and offerings, temples use money for community welfare. So, sacred places not only connect people spiritually but also support the local economy and employment. Let's explore page 181. Take a sheet of transparent paper that can be used for tracing. Trace a map of the trade routes from the chapter, The Rise of Empires. Place it on top of the map of the important tirthas. What do you observe? Answer. Steps to complete the activity. First, trace the map of trade routes from the chapter The Rise of Empires using transparent paper. Second, then overlay the traced map on top of the map of important tirthas, sacred sites, to observe any patterns or connections between the two. Observations. You will likely observe significant overlap. Trade routes often align with sacred sites, suggesting that religious journeys and economic activities were interconnected. This convergence of trade and pilgrimage routes facilitated the exchange of goods and cultural practices. Many tirthas are strategically located along key trade paths, acting as hubs for rest, trade, and religious activities. This overlap highlights the close link between religion, culture, and economy in ancient times. Think about it. Page 182. Look carefully at these pictures of places and animals that are considered sacred. The Yamuna in the north, the Mahanadi in the east, or the Kaveri in the south are all sacred rivers. How come they have become so polluted? Are there sacred places in your locality or region that have been similarly polluted or degraded by human activity? Whose responsibility is it to preserve the sanctity of our sacred places? Discuss in class. Answer. Pollution in sacred rivers and places. Even though rivers like Yamuna, Ganga, Mahanadi, and Kaveri are considered holy, they have become polluted due to throwing garbage and plastic, industrial waste, immersion of idols, lack of proper waste management, sacred places in our locality. Yes, many temples, ponds, and religious spots are getting polluted due to crowds and poor cleanliness. Who is responsible for keeping them clean? Government should make rules and clean the places. Local people must not throw garbage and respect the place. Tourists and devotees should act responsibly. Schools and NGOs can spread awareness. Everyone is responsible for preserving the sanctity of sacred places. Questions and activities. Question 1. Read the following statement by a well known environmental thinker David Suzuki. The way we see the world shapes the way we treat it. If a mountain is a deity, not a pile of ore, if a river is one of the veins of the land, not potential irrigation water, if a forest is a sacred grove, not timber, if other species are biological kin, not resources, or if the planet is our mother, not an opportunity, then we will treat each other with greater respect. Thus is the challenge to look at the world from a different perspective. Discuss in small groups what do you think this statement means? What implication does it have for our actions with respect to the air, water, land, trees, and mountains around us? Answer. David Suzuki is asking us to change how we see nature. If we view a mountain not just as a source of minerals but as something sacred or divine, we will treat it with more respect. If we see rivers as life giving veins, forests as sacred groves, animals as relatives, and earth as our mother, then we won't harm them just for profit. Implication for our actions. We should protect air, water, forest, and mountains like we protect something holy. Instead of cutting down forests, we can preserve them. We must avoid polluting rivers and protect animals. We will start treating nature with reverence, not as a resource to exploit. This change in perspective can lead to more sustainable and respectful living. Question 2. List the sacred sites in your region. Enquire into why they are considered sacred. Are there stories connected with these sacred places? Write a short essay of 150 words. Answer. Sacred sites in my region, Delhi. In Delhi, many sacred sites are considered important for spiritual and historical reasons. One such place is the Yamuna River, which is worshipped as a goddess. People take holy dips during festivals like Chhat Puja and offer flowers, diyas, and prayers. Another sacred site is the Akshardham temple, known for its beautiful architecture and spiritual aura. Qutub Sahib Dargah, located in Mehrauli, is another sacred spot visited by people of all religions. These places are considered sacred because of their connection with saints, gods, or divine stories. Many elders say that visiting these places bring peace, good fortune, and blessings. These sites also attract thousands of devotees and tourists daily, reflecting how faith connects people and keeps traditions alive. Question 3. Why do you think natural elements like rivers, mountains, and forests are considered sacred for the people? How do they contribute to our lives? Answer. Why sacred? They are linked with mythology and gods. Example, Ganga is a goddess. Saints and rishis have meditated in forests or on mountains. These elements support life and are seen as gifts of nature. How they contribute to life? Rivers give water for drinking, farming, and cleaning. Mountains hold glaciers and protect us from harsh winds. Forests provide oxygen, shelter, medicine, and food. These natural elements are vital to survival and worshipped out of respect and gratitude. Question 4. Why do people visit a tirtha or other sacred sites? Answer. People visit a tirtha pilgrimage place to seek blessings, peace, or forgiveness for sins, fulfill vows, or perform religious duties, feel spiritual connection and cleanse their mind, show devotion to gods, saints, or ancestors. Some also visit out of tradition or for healing. A pilgrimage is both a physical journey and a spiritual experience. Question 5. How did the ancient pilgrimage routes help in fostering trade during those times? Do you think the sacred sites help in developing the economy of the region? Answer. In the past, pilgrims needed food, shelter, clothes, and transport. Traders followed the same routes to sell goods like prasad, idols, cloth, herbs. Towns near sacred sites became markets and cultural hubs. Today, sacred places attract millions of tourists, create jobs for guides, shopkeepers, priests, transporters, hotel staff, boost local industries like handicrafts, food, and religious items. Yes, sacred sites still support the local economy by creating jobs and businesses. Question 6. How do sacred places influence the culture and traditions of the people living near them? Answer. Sacred places shape festivals and rituals celebrated by locals, dress styles, songs, dances, and food habits, art and architecture in temple and homes, daily routines. People may visit temples every morning, respect for local legends and environment, trees, rivers, animals. Sacred places become the heart of the community's cultural identity. Question 7. From the various sacred sites of India, select two of your choice and create a project explaining their significance. Answer. Example 1. Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh, one of the oldest cities in the world, located on the banks of river Ganga. Devotees come to bath in the river to wash away sins. Known for Kashi Vishwanath temple, important for Hindus, Buddhists and Jains. Example 2. Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu, linked to Lord Rama's story Ramayana, has the famous Ramanatha Swami temple. Pilgrims take a dip in 22 holy wells inside the temple, part of the Char Dham Yatra. These sites represent both religious importance and unity across India. Question 8. What is the twofold significance of a Tirth Yatra or a pilgrimage? Answer. First, spiritual significance helps purify the soul and mind, allows people to connect with God or the divine, fulfills religious duties or vows. Second, social and cultural significance brings people together from various regions, shares languages, traditions, and knowledge, strengthens the feeling of unity across diverse communities. Pilgrimage is a journey of both faith and connection. So friends, we have completed all these question answers from chapter 8, how the land becomes sacred. So we have already studied the short notes and summary of this chapter. You can find the link in the description and on the screen. If you like the video, kindly like it and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to my channel for more such videos. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.